I'd like to demonstrate some of the major features available to you in the Brigade S1 shop should you choose to use the BSM2. We'll get started with navigating and getting around in BSM2. The top portion in the database is black and remains visible at all times. The Enlisted MOS combo box allows you to select an MOS from a drop-down menu and view the strength laydown by skill level and battalion. The same is true for officers. Just select an MOS, then view the report. It's that easy. So I'll now click this drop-down menu here, and I can choose any MOS. Same for officers. And immediately I will see the strength for that MOS. I'm going to choose 11 Bravo and take a look at the strengths for 11 Bravo. Once I select 11 Bravo, it takes me to this enlisted strength report. What this report shows is the strengths by battalion as well as skill levels. Skill level 6, which is your E9s and CSMs, is not included because those individuals are not a part of USR and are not managed by your account manager. So as you can see, you have skill levels, and the assigned strength is a blue number, and any of those blue numbers, you can click it and it will show you the names behind those numbers. So if the question is asked of you, who are the 39 individuals that are staff sergeants in 2A Cav, you can come here and click this 39, and immediately it will show you a list of those individuals' names that match those numbers. You can take this report, and as with any report in BSM2, and you can quickly print it. You can go to page setup. You can attach this report to an email, send it to your CSM or your battalion S1s, or you can save it as a PDF on your hard drive and do something with it later if you'd like to. Over here, I'm just going to close out that report and go back to the strength report. Across the bottom, you also have the brigade totals as well as a replacement detachment line that shows where all your gains are inbound to. There's also remarks that shows anything that you need to show for situational awareness to anybody that's viewing this MOS Mosey for 11 Bravo. If you need to add more comments, you just click the add comments and go in and change that information. And you can share information such as Army strengths, any pending diversions across the installation, or any mitigation strategies that your account manager may have shared with you that will be of importance to anybody viewing this information. I'd like to say that the default projection date is 120 days, and I'll show you how to change that if you'd like to see a different projection date. There's also a substitution MOS. If an MOS was deemed that it could be substituted with an MOS, then it would show up here, and it's showing that 19 Delta is 101%. So if I want to see what the 19 Delta strengths are to see if I could possibly move people within my organization, if I simply click this 19 Delta area anywhere in blue here, it will swap me over to 19 Delta, and I can now view the strengths for 19 Delta to see if there's any overages anywhere that I can actually go in and make changes and reassign individuals. So now that I'm on 19 Delta, it's showing that 11 Charlie can also be swapped with 19 Delta. And I'm not saying that's actually true, but for demonstration purposes, I've got those MOSs linked as being swappable. But again, I can take this strength Mosey, right click it, I can print it, I can email it, or I can save it to my computer and do what I want to do with it later. So again, that's the enlisted strength Mosey, and you'll get the exact same when you click an officer MOS here. Once you click an enlisted MOS, it will automatically show you this enlisted by skill level. And what this simply does is show you a roll up by skill level for that MOS for your brigade, so you can quickly see if there are overages in a skill level and make any quick determinations that you may need to in doing your strength management duties. Next, let's go to the projection window here in the middle. It's gray. By default, it's set to 120 days. If you want to make all your projections based on 120 days, 365 days, or even 30 to 60 days, what this does is it cuts your gains and losses off at that projection window and retallies your numbers. So I'm going to do that and show you exactly what that looks like. When I click 90, you're going to see it change, and it did some recalculation of numbers to give me some projections based on this new projection window that you selected. So again, it defaults to 120 when the database loads. If you want to change it, just click it and it will retally all of the numbers everywhere throughout the database. Over here to the right, you have the exit button that when you're done with everything in the database, this is how you get out of the database. Just click exit and it'll take you out. This I need help button, if you click that button, it will automatically open up an email addressed to me. And what I'll ask is that you put a phone number in there that you want me to contact you at. So when I see this email, as I get time, I'll give you a buzz and we'll try to figure out what's happening with your database, or any recommendations that you like to make to me that would make the database work better for you. Then go ahead and shoot them to me, and we'll see how feasible it is to actually go back and do that. So BSM2 is set up in tabs. I've got a task org tab, and you just click them and it'll take you to them. I got an update tab, officer tab, warrant, enlisted, combat power, gains and losses, enlisted by skill level, rec cycle, a search feature, DROS, admin. There's an AG2 playlist that takes you to show you this playlist of how to use this database and how to set up your information in it. So it's basically an online SOP that shows you how to get your information in here, and an about tab that basically just shows you how to contact me. So again, that's the navigation of BSM2, and we'll go into each individual tab in a separate video and show you how to use this and how to make it work for you.